What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Showdown. I'm here with special guest Anna Roman, filling in for Nolan. Anna, let's get right into it, right?
Yeah.
Football, big game versus Central. They took on Central, the big dogs up in Springfield. Amazing first half, would you say?
Yeah. It was very well played. Great to have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we had 2 touchdowns first half. Held them to 20 points. You know, they have, I think, over 20 D1 commits. Plenty more coming. That's a great program. And Islam Meadow definitely gave them a run for their money. You know, I just remember going out there for the captains. They didn't even want to be on the field because they thought they were just going to come in and beat us up. But Islam Meadow definitely brought a fight. You know, O-line played amazing. Brandon Phillips, 22 carries, 77 yards. And just great overall play calling by Michael Morosino, too. All right, girls soccer, Anna. Let's talk about it.
All right. Girls soccer had a rough loss against Westside. They won 1-0, but back again for WMASS playoffs this Thursday at 6 o'clock.
Let's go. Is that first round?
Yes, first round.
All right. Boys soccer, 1-1 tie with Central. Ryan Kula scored a nice goal. You know, Western Mass, big game tonight versus NoHo, pretty sure. Let's see what Nolan Garska and the boys can do. You know, Jack Walsh. I think they're going to play some Haram ball, so we'll see. We'll see what they do there. Field hockey, great win, 5-0. They shut them out versus North Middlesex. Abigail Meehan, 2 goals. Kendall Reed with a goal. Ella Bay with a goal, and Grace Gow with a goal. Grace Gow, I think that's a goal every game already. So, like we talked about last week, she just dominating, right?
Yes.
And then boys cross country, Western Mass this Sunday. The boys, they're looking fast on the track, you know. I don't think they can be stopped running. They can't stop running. That's their mindset right now. Would you say that?
I would say so, yeah.
All right. Now we're going to some great plays of the week. All right, so at number 3, it was a tough situation here. You know, second and long, Kevin Baker, he's calling a playmaker out on this one to Jake Robidoux. You know, Jake goes in motion. Playmaker, Kev's going to point. You know, go down the field, right? 2 guys, Jake catches it, bobbles it twice, caught it, you know. Whole Central team thought he didn't catch it. Jake Robidoux caught it over some D1 kids, showing his potential and talent. The kid can't be stopped, you know. He's from the 904, like we've always said. Just great pass protection. Kev sees it, takes the hit, just fires it. All right, and then at number 2, we're going back to football. We got to go Michael Morosino. He's putting some trick plays out there, right? As you saw, Sean Kroll and me, we lined up in wide receiver one of the plays. And I think this is just a trickery-dickery. You know, Jake Robidoux gets the ball, throws it back to Kev. Kev finds Shane Gray, 67 yards for the touchdown all the way to the house. You can see James Smith on the sideline just getting enthusiastic. I mean, the play calling by Michael Morosino was just ballsy. Straight up ballsy. And he paid out.
It's very well executed.
Executed. Very well creatively put together, I would say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then at number 1, I mean, this man has been talking to me about this clip and putting it on the show, and I got to give her credit where credit's due. My co-host, Nolan Garska, corner kick, they little tap, shoot it out. Nolan maybe has a second to react to that ball, not even a second. Hits it up. What's that? Crossbar, top left. Just he knew where the ball was going because he's a genie, I would say. Genie magic. All right. Now let's talk about some upcoming games. So you said a Western Mass, you know, that's big for the girls soccer team.
Yeah. We're very excited. Hopefully we will get the dub against Westside. It was a rough game the other day on Monday. Hopefully we'll turn that around and win and move on to the next.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As you said, Westside, you know, football takes on Westside this Friday, 7 p.m. at Westside, so make sure to be there, you know. Pack the cars, drive over to that high school, and be loud and rowdy. Because football, you know, statistically speaking, you know, they're 1-5 right now, but their strength of schedule is one of the best. So right now we're looking at, we need 2 wins. We can sneak in the playoffs. 2 wins by 14, and we have a 13-14 seed in the playoffs, and that would be huge for the football team. All right, now we're going to go to an interview with some star soccer players.
Thank you. Now I'm here with some special Spartan soccer players, McKenna and Sabina. Big game tomorrow night against
West Side.
At
6.
At 6. Rematch.
Redemption.
So, guys, after the first loss, what's the mindset going into a Western Mass game?
It was a tough game, but I think we're all really excited and locked in for it. So.
Yeah, I think the loss was definitely hard, but I think we're going to get over it and we're ready for redemption on Thursday.
Redemption, definitely, And I feel like it's been a West Side theme. You guys play West Side twice this week. Football's going to play West Side on Friday. Be there.
Ooh, yeah.
So, playing these guys continuously, it was a little chippy at the first game. How do you guys think you could keep that momentum and energy even though you lost?
I think using it using it as yeah, I think using it as fuel and not just getting chippy back at them and getting carded. Sometimes we struggle with that, but I think it'd be good to just use that as fuel to win.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be motivation for the girls because we just got something to prove, something to get back at them. So I think it'll be good.
And, the reports from our analytics, you guys are favorited in this matchup even though the loss. Does that put pressure on you guys to make sure you have to win?
Honestly, I think no pressure at all. I think we're confident in our abilities. We just need to play with some effort, some motivation, and some energy in this game, and I think we'll be all set.
Yeah, I think they're going to come out thinking that all cocky and thinking they're going to win. So,
yeah.
And we just want to thank you guys and wish you guys some good luck going into this game.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to go back to the show.
We're back. Great interview. Glad to have him on. Let's introduce our section member of the week.
Yeah.
This kid is notoriously known around school. His brother made a great legacy in East Long Meadow High School, and I think he's becoming a legend himself. He shows his enthusiasm at every game, starting it off strong from the beginning of the season to the end. Mario Santos, what do you guys say about Mario?
Well-rounded person. Gotta say, every single game I always hear him, no matter what sport, soccer, football, always hear him. Keep going. You got it.
Yeah, you got it, he's going to be ecstatic to hear his name on the show. The kid, he puts his all into East Long Meadow sports, lacrosse, puts his all. He had a tough injury, I think his freshman year, but he's just been grinding it out, right? And I just want to say something about the section, about Central, right? Yeah, we got down in the second half, but why are we leaving the game, right? We need to show some enthusiasm because I say the first half was the most hype we've been all year, right?
Yeah.
We're in a tough game. We got to keep that out, keep the energy out. But now we're going to go to the player of the week. This is a big-time player, This kid, he played defense and offense same time. Not even supposed to play defense, but, he was like, I got to step up and be a playmaker. Kev Baker, 200 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception that he caught. This season he has 882 yards passing on the season with 3 games remaining, not including playoffs. He's having a fire year. Kev Baker, well-deserved for the kid, right?
Yes.
Let's go. He shows out. He's definitely a leader on the football team as a junior captain. That's a hard title to get. And we're excited to see what he has for the next 2 games of the regular season. Then, of course, the Turkey Bowl when we beat Long Meadow.
Be at the Turkey Bowl.
Be at the Turkey Bowl.
Be at the Turkey Bowl.
We're going to talk about that in a couple later episodes,
Yeah.
but we're just starting it up right now, starting the hype right now. All right. Do you have anything else to say?
Let's get these student sections packed. Let's go.
Yeah, Western Mass. It's already starting.
Best time of the year.
Best time of the year. Soccer. Girls soccer, that's hype. We were at the last one. Suit theme. Great theme. But
There was no hype. Gotta say, bring up the energy, and we'll bring the energy on the field.
Yeah, so let's get hype, and let's bear down.
Bear down.
Bear down.